El grec torna a ser aquí, com un esperit que encara no has invocat, com un ritual que encara no coneixes. El grec no s'explica. El grec es revela. Grec, 50 anys, Festival de Barcelona.
Bon dia una altra vegada. Ara continuem amb la Zooming Hair. És la segona companyia que faria aquest petit Korean Nucleus que hem compartit amb el Festival d'Avinyó. Ve també directament de fer funcions ahir i una altra vegada, ja salto a l'inglès i continuem. Good morning. Zooming her. So is your first time in Barcelona as choreographer, but also besides your long career as dancer with companies like Ballet de la Baie or Knit Company, some years ago you have started your company that is based in Korea. And now you are coming here with 1 degree Celsius, that is the last production that was premiered in Korea some months ago. Now you have been in Avignon, and in this work, through the movement and through the lights and all the anxiety, you talk about the environment and the media, how we are treating the world. And I would love you to explain both how you get to be a choreographer and also about the new production.
As a dance artist, I think all my career started very late. So I started dancing when I was 19. And before I was not at all in dance. So to start as a dancer, it was very late already. So 19 years old, and then I went university in Korea. And in 2000, in Impustanz, I saw Aunt Teresa's drumming, and I couldn't stop crying. I need to be in Europe to experience that, the freedom. So then I went parts to Belgium. Yeah. 2004, graduate 6, and then for 12 years I've been working all like a Belgian companies. I experienced and went all around the world, and it was fantastic. And then I became 40, unstoppable. You're just getting ages. And then I was like, oh, there's no more companies that I want to work. Okay, let me start my own work. Yeah. So it was very simple. Like, it's not that I had a desire to be a choreographer forever, you know. Like, it came later. Okay, now I'm ready to create my own work. And it was 10 years ago. That's how it started, and it's so much fun to creating your own work. Yeah. So at the moment now I'm living in UK, in London, and working with a company and dancers in Korea, in South Korea. That's how we work, and we work mostly sustainable, eco-friendly. We work via Zoom. So I stay in UK. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then they are in their own afternoon, and then we work through the internet. It's a new normal, but it also kind of it worked. Yeah. So we worked 6 months for 1 degree Celsius, working via in the distance, and just the last minute, 2 weeks time, I joined them, and then we worked together. That's how we create 1 degree Celsius. To talk about the 1 degree Celsius, I have a son who is 9 years old. He came from school, and then I asked him if he has any concern, what is he learning nowadays in school. And he talked about environmental issue. He said he's learning about how the world, now we have a pollution and how the climate change, and he was really worried. And it made him very sad and upset. And then as an adult, I felt the responsibility, why do we giving this future to them, for our next generation? And that was my motivation to start 1 degree Celsius. And then we had a further conversation, what do you think? What do you think we should do and he said we should walk more. So my whole show is about walking pattern. So it all started how the body and the walking become from nature itself. It looks like a fish, it looks like a bird in the sky, and how this walking pattern changes into calculated body, how industrialized body, how we are much more marching in the city-like, until it's dissolved and melting body. And that's the journey of the whole show.
And about your choreography or your choreotic language, how much do you find in your own language about the master of Brussels and Belgium masters, and also about the Asiatic movement? How do you meld together all these influences, and how do you talk about your own language? How do you describe your own choreographic language?
My choreographic language itself is simplicity, I think I would say. And I like just the primitive, like really simple, running, walking, jumping, rolling. Those are enough material to transform our body and go into the core what you want to say. So my whole dancers, you will see it. They are amazing dancers. But I say, don't show any techniques, because technique is something extra, but I don't want to see any technique on the stage. Yeah, for me, the pure body itself, the language, the simple language, and the repeating the language, repeating the movement, that transforms into something. And that's so much wide perspective you can meet. For example, the other show, I have created 50 seconds of material, and this by deconstructing the phrase, repeating the phrase, it became 45 minutes. And that's enough for me. So I don't need to put a lot of different body language. It is just a very concrete, yeah. That's what I would say. I like to work with Korean dancers. I also work with other dancers from Greece and from UK and Hong Kong and so. I think the Korean society has us very strong. So when I say something, I don't say me, I say always us. Yeah. And I think that's the group dynamic to create. It is very central. I think it is very powerful in Korean society, that group dynamic. Mm. And therefore, I like really working with the Korean dancers. And they always like high achievement. They put a goal as a dance artist, and they always shoot for the highest. So it's been really pleasure to working with the Korean dancers.
Yeah, I think that, of course, I haven't seen live the choreography, but I have seen it video. I think the collective feeling is like the main signature of the thing. So you feel really them like as collective, not as unities.
Its collectiveness is the core of the whole language, because we are talking about humanity, that putting our body at the center of it, and then it transforms, and then talk about the humanity. What the humanity have gone so far, we arrived here, but also humanity is the one who can change the future. That's what I believe. And then doing the same thing, in this way you can see more individuality for me. Somehow it's very funny. So you can see their individuality very clear while we are doing the same thing. And that is a really interesting point for me.
And the music of the show, can you explain us how do you do the selection or who are involved in this?
Yeah, I worked with the two musicians. So I have asked the first music to be as close to in between nature sound and the city-like. So it's a bit in the edge of these two in between. The other one, I needed to have a beat driven, like a regular temperature, that for helping for our marching. And that's how, for me, it's our society. It's like every tempo. We have city has a different tempo than the rural area. So we have a tempo. We have to push it through the tempo. And then I have asked Husk from a Belgian duo dance music company, have asked can he put sea level rising of the data collection, and then can you put somehow in the music so we feel the urgency, because nonetheless it goes up and up and up and up. So that's how we created the music. And then I didn't want to put any set, first of all, because it's ecologically, if we're talking about ecology and sustainability, that's against it. So no sets. The costumes are almost all from dancers. They brought their own costumes, and all this silver decoration is from yogurt and contact lens. So all the second-hand materials, because somehow it looks like a fish. Sometimes it looks like a bird. It has a different quotation. For the light was very important for me because it directly communicated with the whole piece. In the end, I wanted to have, as a last image, I wanted to have like a sun melting our body. So it has a very strong visual effect with the light designer of Jungkook. Yeah. I don't want to spoil too much.
No, thank you. And I want to ask you, dancers work in Korea, and the team is also Korean? Or,
Yes.
All the team is there, yes. So you're the only one abroad?
Yes. Whole dancers they are from Korea. They were rehearsing in Korea. I had one rehearsal director who can manage the whole group. Then I was in London. So I woke up at 4 a.m. until 8 a.m. We were Zoom rehearse, and then I recorded. So in the afternoon, I can re-watch it and write down the whole notes, and then send a talk with the rehearsal director for the day after. Yeah.
Teniu alguna pregunta?
Bueno, el seu fill va veure l'espectacle que li va dir.
You can use the...
He loved it. He loved it. He came with all his friends. And then, he loved it. He just say, Oma, you are the best. Sorry.
So you have a great fan in your son. Algun altre dubte? Ens hem explicat molt bé. So I don't know if you want to add something for the people that is going to see it for your first visit.
Is there more to speak? About the question, actually, maybe you can also mention that you met the similar teenagers a few days ago, and their reaction was really like this time.
So with this in Avignon, we did a dialogue with the youth group. They are like between, I don't know, 11 to 15. They were rehearsing also by themselves, inspired by this, and they were like marching and walking, making their own patterns. So, for just one more thing, because for me, I wanted to create a city with walking. For that, on the canvas, I drew city, my own city. And then I put the city drawing on the floor, and that became a flow pattern. So that you will see that this pattern always exists, and then I was mirroring, and then the right and left, and then making contrast. That's how we built a whole structure of it. And then also like the young youth group, they were creating their own city walk, own pattern, and that was really inspiring. And then we talked about environmental issue. And there, the response was amazing. It was really deep. What we should do, we should change the government level, but also we should do it from our own, nearby, what we can do. And that was the reason that I came up with 1 degree Celsius, because it sounds nothing. It's just 1, but it's not just 1. It changes the whole how we live our life. Our life is in danger. So even the small things, just walking, just taking the subway, just doing the small things, that will change our life. That was where it
made the difference.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we are done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Yeah, performance will be dimarts i dimecres al Mercat de les Flors a la Sala Mac.